Hey guys, it's Hungry Raichu, and I just wanted to make a quick, well, not really quick, it probably won't be quick, a video showing the cards that are definitely for trade or sale, and this video might be a little bit long, because I would like to touch on a few subjects, and I already tried to record this video 2 or 3 times, but I couldn't get all my thoughts together, and I ended up just kind of rambling. Anyway, I would like to touch on the subject of FCBMs and extras, and also tell my own story of why I started collecting as a kid, and at least part of the reason why I resumed collecting after a few years of not getting really anything but the games. Now, about FCBMs. I've seen a lot of people who send each other FCBMs or send extras with their trades. And I really think that's very nice of people to do for each other. That being said, I would actually prefer if you don't send free cards or extras with a trade. The reason for that is I would actually really feel bad because I don't really have that much I can contribute to the equation. Yeah, I've probably seen Fullmetal Alchemist way too many times because I feel as though to get something, I need to give something back of equal value, or whatever. Maybe not equal value, a little more, a little less. I mean, it varies, I guess. But that's just how I feel about FCBMs. For me, I mean, you can send them to whoever you want, and I'm not discouraging it really at all. I'm just saying that for the time being, I don't feel as though it would be equal on my end. But yeah, you can really do whatever you want. I do plan to eventually start giving back to the community in some way, and probably I might give away the few code cards that I have, just because I don't know if I'm going to use them or not, so I may or may not do that. But I'll let you guys know if I do decide to do that. And anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't have a whole lot right now that I can send as extras or FCBMs, so I'm really encouraging you to not send me FCBMs or extras unless, you know, I can do something for you in return. And by doing something, I mean anything from like a normal trade of cards or a trade for anything else, like a drawing. I can do drawings for cards or whatever, which I will do drawings for anyone who requests them. And as you know, I drew this Raichu with the orange berry for my background, and I specifically drew it for my videos actually. Or I mean, if you want like a Keldeo poster, I have like 8 of these that I can trade away. And yeah. Another little note on my drawings, I can either draw them like on paper, like this, and I can, you know, color it with crayons or colored pencils or whatever, or I can draw it on my computer. And this is what I use to draw on my computer. It's a UDraw game tablet. It's actually for PS3, but I've connected it to my laptop. And if anyone has a UDraw and wants to know how to connect it, just let me know and I'll see what I can do for you. But yeah, like I said, I have 8 of those Keldeo figures. I mean, I said figures because I'm thinking of the next thing I'm about to say. But I have 8 of those Keldeo posters, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and that drawing keeps sliding. And in here I keep the figures that I have extras of, and it's not really much. It's just 3 Snivy figures from McDonald's. The cards are damaged, sadly. I think 2 of them are pretty bad, and 1 is kinda okay at least. But I'm fairly well sure that all the cards are damaged. They are still sealed, so yeah. If anyone's interested in either the posters or or the figures, or a drawing, you can let me know. Let's see. And about the trades, since I was on the topic of figures, it doesn't, for a trade, it doesn't have to be cards that we trade for. Like, I mean, you could send something other than cards. Like, we could trade figures, or you could trade me a plushie or something like that. I have a bunch of plushies already. Well, not as many as a lot of people do, but it's fairly big collection. They're just all hanging out on my bed. That one's Itachi from Naruto. But yeah, I do love plushies. So anyway, like I said, it doesn't have to be cards that we trade. You could really send anything Pokemon related. Because I'm not just a card collector. I collect, you know, plushies, figures, and a bunch of other things that I will be showing in future videos. So yeah. And now I guess I'll tell you my personal story as to why I started collecting. Well, I liked Pokemon ever since it came out in the US. And you know how little kids are. You come home from school and you start watching TV or whatever. Watch your little cartoons. I saw it on TV and I loved it from the beginning. And for years, I got any Pokemon stuff I could get my hands on. And that's where my love for the cards began. Well, and then I started collecting, not just Pokemon cards, but, you know, a lot of different anime cards like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Full Metal Alchemist, Inuyasha, all kinds of cards. I can't even think of them all. Of course, Yu-Gi-Oh cards was a really big one that I collected. So there's that, but Pokemon was the one that I really truly loved the most of, card wise. Well, I guess plushie wise too. And figure wise, possibly. I do have a lot of figures that aren't Pokemon. I have like Naruto figures and Dragon Ball Z figures and stuff like that. Anyway, back to Pokemon. Let's see. Anyway, I started getting like all the Pokemon stuff that I could get my hands on, and I don't really know what happened, but for a few years I stopped really getting any Pokemon stuff except for the games. I really always loved the movies, but I even missed like the last few of them. I think if I'm not mistaken, the last one that I bought was the Giratina movie. But after in the last few years, I started to, you know, get a few packs here and there, and then like a year or two ago, that's when I started getting a few packs. And then kind of recently, within the past year or a little over a year or whatever, I started to really try to collect again. And I haven't had a whole lot of money lately, so that's why my collection isn't like too big yet on the cards. But yeah, and I've mostly bought like the little box things, like the Victini box, or stuff like tins or stuff. Because I feel like it boosted not only my card collection but my figure collection. Because you know I got like the Victini figure, the Mewtwo figure, the Entei figure. There's another one. I can't remember which one it is right now. Victini, Entei, Mewtwo, Kyurem. Kyurem was the other one I got. So yeah. I just feel like I've had a lot of luck for just getting those and not like getting booster boxes, which I don't think I've ever had a booster box, but yeah. Anyway, to me, Pokemon isn't just, you know, an anime or an anime that I love, or a game that I love, or cards that I love even, but it's something that reminds me of my papa and all the things we did when I was a kid and all the things that he's done for me. And really, that's why I'm so fond of my older cards, and why I've kind of been upset lately because about not being able to find my old binder, which has just as many cards, if not more than this one has. Anyway, I've kind of rambled enough about all that. So I'll show you now what's definitely for sale or trade. I would really like to sell some stuff because I'd like to buy a booster box when Boundaries Cross comes out, and it would really help me out with getting a bunch of extra cards, and it would help me be able to trade more and even possibly send a few extras, since a booster box would give me so many extra cards. And there's one really big PokeTuber that I would love to trade with, but this person has very few wants, and I'd like to get Boundaries Cross really quickly when it comes out, just so I'll be able to trade with this amazing PokeTuber. And so yeah, here's what I have that's definitely for trade or sell. These are from the trainer kit, and it's the Zoroark Excadrill trainer kit. So the dark ones have Zoroark in the corner, probably can't see it, and the fighting ones have Excadrill in the corner. So there's those. These are trainers from the trainer kit. Sorry, I just burped. I don't know if you heard it, that's why I said sorry. Anyway, this is a Pokemon that I still have. I did trade a lot of the trainer kit cards away to my cousin and my friend that lives near here. So I'll just quickly sweep through these. And Patchat. And the only ones that I might not want to trade are those, the Zoroa and Zoroark, and maybe Drillbur and Excadrill. But the rest is definitely up for trade or sale. Ow. I just pinched my finger in the binder. And this is from Black and White, what I have. Sorry, this video is actually getting a little bit long. And when I get to Undaunted, I haven't reorganized Undaunted yet, so I'll just say how many is for trade or sell. Reverse. And this is Noble Victories. As you can see, I don't have a whole lot of extras. That's because the only Noble Victories that I've opened was this, like, what is it, 6 packs that came with the Victini tin. And this is Next Destinies. Again, not very much. At least it's not 2 of the same cards. So that's all of Next Destinies right there. And then we get over here to Emerging Powers, where there's a little bit more. A little more than Next Destinies and Noble Victories, at least. And 2 Pokemon catchers. Yes, 2 of them. That's because I don't really play the card game. And the reason I don't play the card game is because there's not really many people that collect cards around here, let alone play the game. And there's no league anywhere near me. The nearest one is like a 2-hour drive or something like that. And anyway, here is Undaunted, and This is almost the last of what I have for trade or sell or whatever. 5 Aerons are for trade, 1 Laron. And I have multiples of almost every common and uncommon, some rares. 4 Beldum is for trade, 2 Matang are for trade, 5 Mawas for trade, 1 Fortress for trade. Scizor is not for trade, neither is Scizor Prime. Jolteon's not for trade. It's funny because that's the only Jolteon I pulled. 1 Pikachu. I do have one in my actual Pikachu, Raichu, Pichu collection, but I want to keep one in the Undaunted set as well. So 1 of those is for trade. Those are not for trade. 2 of this Murkrow are for trade, and 2 of this one are for trade. 1 of this Honchkrow is for trade, and that one's not at all, because I only got 1 of that one, sadly. 2 of this Sneasel is for trade. 4 Stunkies for trade. Sadly, I didn't get a regular Skuntank, so I'm actually looking for a regular one. So the reverse is not for trade, though. 1 Sableye. Sadly, I didn't. Well, I think I might have got an extra one of that, but traded it to my cousin. So sadly, I don't have one of that one for trade. But there is one of this one. Houndoom is probably not for trade, unless I get a really, really good offer. It's the most likely ultra rare that I would trade right now. Anyway, oops. 3 Oddish. Sorry for the brief cut right there. Battery died. Anyway, 2 Glooms are for trade. 1 Combi, 1 Vespiquen, which is a rare, and 1 Tropius, which is also rare. I forgot to mention if any of these are rare. I'll just go back real quick and see. Oh, the Honchkrow is rare. And Fortress is rare. And that was it, I believe. I don't believe any of the other sets had any rares for trade. I'll just check really quick. Yeah, no. Sorry about that, guys. Where was I? I said 1 Combi, Vespiquen, and Tropius, which are rare. This Pineco, 1 of them. Sorry, the little strap was getting in the way. 2 Slowpoke are for trade. Yes, the one with Pikachu and Totodile. 1 Slowbro, Cyndaquil, Chikorita. I recommend getting those. They're cute. Have some cute little Pokemon in the background. 1 Drifloon, 1 Reverse Drifloon, 2 Drifblims. Got rid of some. Yeah. 2 Mucks, because there's 2 over here. Sadly, don't have an unknown for trade right now. What is this? 4 Mischievous. Slowking Prime is not for trade. My Legend piece isn't for trade. Smeargle isn't, and neither is this Eevee. I have 3 of this one for trade though, and 2 of this Doduo. My other one's over here. And Dodrio's not for trade. 3 Rattata. Probably no one wants it though. 5 Raticate. I really thought that was odd that I only got 4 Rattatas and 6 Raticates. I just thought that was interesting. 2 Togepi for trade. 1 Togetic for trade. Togekiss is not for trade. 5 Gligar for trade. 2 Makuhita, because the other one's over here. 2 Hitmonlees for trade. Sadly, I didn't get an extra Hitmonchan, so sadly I don't have one for trade. Sorry guys, if you wanted Hitmonchan, sorry. 1 Slugma for trade. Magcargo is not for trade. And Flareon's not for trade. And Flower Shop Lady's not for trade. 2 Burn Towers. 2 Ruins of Alph for trade. 1 Legend Box for trade. 2 2 energy exchanger for trade, 1 Sage's training for trade. Team Rocket's trickery is not for trade because one's regular and one's reverse. I only have 1 defender, so it's not for trade. 2 metal energies for trade, 1 darkness. And the last thing, I didn't really separate this, just because it wouldn't really be worth it to separate it. But I do have 2 Palpitoads, so one of those is for trade. Yeah. Thanks for watching my trade/sell video. And if you want to trade with me, or if you would like to, well, if you would like me to draw something for you, or if you want a Keldeo poster, or a Snivy figure, or whatever you want, send me a PM or something. Just contact me. Let me know what you want to trade in return, or whatever. So yeah, basically just do whatever you want, and I will try to somehow make it as equal as I possibly can. And like I said, if you do send extras, I will do drawings for you, because it's the very least I can do. I can do multiple drawings. Yeah, Keldeo, Snivy figures. I'm really trying to get rid of those because they're just sitting in there. And one last thing before I go. I would really like to sell those. I really want to try to get a booster box, and those are worth about $20, give or take. So the money for those would really help me in getting a booster box. It would put me very, very close to having enough money. Well, because I already have a little bit saved up. So yeah, just leave or PM me if you want to trade, or whatever, if you want to request a drawing, whatever you are interested in. You know what I mean. Anyway, leave a comment, or PM, or whatever. You know what I mean. Kind of losing my track of thought since this video is getting so long. Anyway, be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, because there will be a lot more to show in future videos, because like I said, I don't just collect cards, I collect, plushies, figures, various other things. So yeah, I look forward to making more videos. And if you haven't watched my gameplay of Pokemon Black 2, go ahead and go over there and check that out. I think some of my commentary is pretty funny. The video quality is not the greatest, but what works works. It's fun. I'm having fun with it. So yeah, go check that out. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more from me. Leave any suggestions for future videos in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!